Welcome to this explainer. Today we're doing something a bit different. We are cutting straight through the endless, totally unrealistic internet hype. If you're looking to build a genuinely practical $0 AI side hustle in 2026, you are in the exact right place. We're going to walk step by step from having literally $0 in your pocket to landing your very first client. And we're doing it by treating AI as a practical tool, not some imaginary lottery ticket. So, let's just address the elephant in the room and shatter a grand illusion right out of the gate. Is there a secret AI prompt out there that just prints money? The answer is a resounding absolute no. Look, I know it's incredibly tempting to believe those viral posts, but I can tell you for sure there is no magical button, no secret prompt, and definitely no guaranteed passive income loophole in 2026 where you just click a key and the cash flows in. Real, sustainable business, it just doesn't work that way.
You see, there's this massive difference between the internet myth and actual reality. The web is flooded with this spammy, get-rich-quick mentality, right? This myth that AI is a guaranteed $500 a day magic button that takes zero effort. But the reality? AI is a workflow accelerator. It's a tool you use to build real value and solve actual pressing business problems. The true opportunity here lies in combining AI's incredible speed with your critical human judgment. Because at the end of the day, that is where the real value actually is.
Well, how do you actually apply that human judgment? It starts by looking at the skills you probably already have. Say you're naturally creative. You could offer short-form video editing or design digital products, where your unique human value add is knowing pacing and visual hierarchy. If you're highly organized, maybe consider virtual assistants or workflow automation, where things like accuracy and clear communication are your superpowers. And if you have a way with words, content writing or social media packages are perfect fits. The point is, your success depends entirely on matching your existing human traits with the right AI tools.
Okay, so what does this actually look like out in the real world? It's super practical. You could take a sprawling 3-hour podcast and turn it into 5 punchy short-form clips for a creator. You could create 30-day social media content calendars for a local gym down the street, draft SEO-optimized product descriptions for a small e-commerce store. You could even design highly specific digital templates, like a freelancer onboarding checklist, or build automated workflow systems for a business owner who is currently drowning in a messy inbox. We're grounding these abstract ideas into micro-case studies. These are real, tangible problems that businesses will happily pay you to solve right now.
Which brings us to what I call the golden rule for beginners. You have to choose one customer type, one specific problem, and one clear service. Seriously, do not fall into the trap of trying to offer everything to everyone. When you go out there and say, hey, I do AI digital marketing, that's vague. It's totally forgettable. But when you say, I help local gyms turn their customer FAQs into 30-day social media calendars, boom. That is a single, crystal clear outcome that a business owner can actually understand and buy. Focus relentlessly on that one outcome.
But I know what you're thinking. This naturally leads us to the biggest hurdle every aspiring freelancer faces. How do you get a client when you literally have zero experience? It's the classic catch-22 that stops so many talented, eager people completely dead in their tracks, right? You need experience to get clients, but you need clients to get experience. Well, let's pivot toward execution and solve this massive roadblock right now. The answer? It's something we call the sample portfolio. Basically, this is a collection of 3 to 5 high-quality fictional examples that you create using publicly available material to visually prove your specific skill. This is your $0 portfolio. Listen, clients do not care about a massive padded resume anymore. They are buying visual proof of your abilities. If you want to edit videos, take a public video you have permission to use and edit it brilliantly. If you want to run social media, create a mock 30-day calendar for a fictional restaurant. Show them your skills, don't just tell them. Now, when you're building these samples, keep in mind that content volume is no longer valuable. The spammy AI approach is mass-producing 100 generic, robotic posts just to flood the internet. Nobody wants that. The value-driven AI approach, that's curating 20 highly personalized, context-aware posts that answer real customer FAQs. Because AI makes generating content so incredibly easy today, the internet's scarce resource is actually trust and relevance. Don't let AI make your work generic. Use it to help you curate high-quality, highly targeted work so much faster.
All right, so you've got your high-quality samples. Next, you need an exact outreach formula to secure that first client.
First up, identify a business with a visible problem. Then send them a short, highly personalized message. Make sure you offer a specific improvement instead of some vague, grandiose promise. Include a free sample based on their existing content. And finally, and this is huge, never make unrealistic claims or fake your experience. I really cannot stress this enough. Personalization is key here. Do not spam hundreds of generic DMs. Show them you've actually done your homework on their specific business.
Let's actually put all of this together into a highly actionable 7-day challenge to get you from theory straight to market validation. Days 1 through 3, focus and learn. Pick one hustle, target one customer, and learn the basic AI tools. Days 4 and 5, build proof. Create your 3 high-quality samples and put together a simple portfolio. And then days 6 and 7, those are for outreach and iteration. Contact potential clients, put your offer out into the real world, keep that energy up, and most importantly, treat all rejection as data.
And hey, speaking of rejection, it's gonna happen, and you must treat it as vital market data to improve your offer, your pricing, or your target audience. If your first batch of emails doesn't get a response, please do not panic and change your entire business model every 3 days. Honestly, a lot of beginners jump frantically from video editing to affiliate marketing to dropshipping all in a single week just because they got ignored a few times. Don't do that. Give your model enough time and enough reps to actually produce useful, actionable feedback. Everything we've talked about so far builds toward one powerful, highly specific number: $100. Yep. This is the ultimate goal of the blueprint we've discussed today. Honestly, just forget those random, impossible $10,000 months the internet constantly promises you. Focus entirely on making your first $100. Hitting this specific, grounded milestone is literally infinitely more important right now than sitting around dreaming of an empire you have absolutely no idea how to build yet.
So why $100? Because making your first $100 is the ultimate proof of concept. It proves that a stranger on the internet is willing to exchange their hard-earned money for the value you provide. Once you hit this milestone, everything shifts. You transition from just consuming all this internet hype to actually actively participating in the online economy. Think about it. If you can make $100, you have the foundational system in place to eventually make much, much more.
Okay, so you hit the milestone. You landed the client. Awesome. Now what? You need to act strategically to build a sustainable business out of this. First, immediately document your successful workflow. Build templates so you're even faster and more efficient next time. Ask the client for honest feedback and, ideally, a strong testimonial. Look around for natural cross-selling opportunities. Like, if you successfully edit their videos, maybe you can naturally offer to design their thumbnails next, right? And finally, aim to transform that one-off project into a recurring monthly package. This is exactly how you responsibly scale a side hustle into a real, reliable income stream.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a profound shift in mindset. Here it is. Don't ask AI to make you money. Use AI to help you create something that people are willing to pay for. It's time to stop looking for the magic button, stop consuming the hype, and start looking for actual problems you can solve faster and better using these incredible tools. Take just one practical idea from this blueprint today, build your sample portfolio, and get out there. So, what's your first offer going to be?